Hey, good morning. So, rewiring your brain for success using goal setting as our main tool. Now, what is the neuroscience behind goal setting? So, setting a goal activates our mesolimbic dopamine system, which is responsible for our release of neurochemicals, and one of them that you're probably very aware of is dopamine. Okay, so dopamine is also referred to as our feel-good neurotransmitter, and it's associated with pleasure, with reward, with motivation. Goal setting can literally change the structure of your brain. So it's optimized. So we have to optimize our goal setting. So goal setting is linked to higher motivation, to self-esteem, to confidence, to our autonomy. But we need to be able to be at a point where we can achieve a goal, and this will help your brain and continue to nudge it to do the work behind it. So it's like an automated system. Now, dopamine and serotonin in particular are what we call neurotransmitters, and it's extremely relevant when it comes to goals. Now, dopamine is considered to be our reward chemical, and it releases a chemical in our brain when we achieve something, and that's why we get that feel-good factor. It creates our motivation, our satisfaction, and it also helps with our productivity. Now, when we're in a traumatized state, we've been activated, triggered, we're suffering anxiety, we feel stressed, we do not have that dopamine hit. So that means that we feel really low, we feel anxious, we feel in a depressed state. And often I know that you feel up and down. One day you feel, hey, I can do this, I'm fine. And the next day you write down and even lower than where you started. But that's because your brain has been catastrophically changed. It's reduced in size when you've had trauma, when you've had PTSD, when you're experiencing anxiety and stress. So we have to fundamentally change how the brain works to recover from trauma, to get you better. And one of the things we use is neuroplasticity and rewiring your brain. Now, there are 4 happy chemicals that your brain needs to function well, or to feel like I'm functioning well. Dopamine, serotonin, our endorphin hit, and oxytocin. Now, one quick fire way of doing that is by setting goals and using that as a motivation tool to move you forward. Science actually proves that when we have meaningful impact in life, we rewire our brain on a daily basis, we enhance its cognitive functions, and we improve our chances of success. But you need to get there. You need to be able to work on yourself to get to a point where you can harness, you can use your neuroscience, you can use your brain to your advantage. Now, every brain has billions of neurons and 100,000s of complex neural pathways. When you suffer trauma, anxiety, and stress, those become negative. So it means that your head is filled with negativity all of the time. What we have to do is move you from your emotional right brain to your logical left brain, so you can start to use these natural, normal, like your brain is designed to move forward. It's designed to be goal focused. It's designed to not be in this state of depression, but you've been held back by your trauma. We can work on that, and we can get you to this point. So when we set clear and meaningful objectives, goals, there's a specific region in your brain, that's what becomes activated. It leads to a cascade of cognitive changes in your brain, and that's what paves the way for achievement. So we need to learn how to harness those parts of our brain. So goal setting activates, as I said at the beginning, our mesolimbic dopamine system, and this is responsible for shooting off those neurochemicals, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, that we need to get our feel-good factor back. We need to get our pleasure, our reward, our motivation. So when we are able to get to a point where we can become goal setting focused, we know that we are making really good progress. And at the point that this happens, well, it's quite simple. If you've listened to my videos before and you've been in this group, you'll know that when you suffer trauma, anxiety and stress, that your brain fundamentally shrinks in size because it goes into a protection factor. That's what it does. It protects you by closing down functionality because it doesn't want you to do anything more. It's trying to protect you. But that means that you don't goal set, you feel rubbish all the time, you can't time keep, all of the symptoms of trauma that you experience on a daily basis. How do we work with you? Well, part of our trauma recovery method program, neuroplasticity and getting you to this point runs through our whole program. We totally allow you, change you, help you to rewire your brain. This is the only way to deal with trauma and anxiety. So if you want to know more about our program, please click on the link at the bottom of this video today and start your journey with us. Goal setting and accomplishment provides the brain with a surge of pleasure and satisfaction, and you can do it 100%. Have a fantastic day wherever you are, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.